Hello, my name is Alexandra Schupp, and I am the Human Resource Representative for Atlas Data Corporation. This training video is to help you become a better interviewer and therefore letting our potential employees have a positive first experience here at this company. I will give you tips and then you will watch a mock interview that uses these tips. Feel free to take notes and let's get started. My first tip is to prepare questions that are relevant to the job in advance. This helps to avoid any irrelevant content and it makes candidate responses more comparable. Following that tip, you should be prepared to be flexible. Leave room for additional and follow-up questions. Sometimes a potential candidate may not give you enough information to a question you have previously prepared. So, be ready to ask similar questions to obtain more information. My third tip to you is to avoid those yes, no, or any other one-word answers. Try using open-ended questions. Start questions with words like why or how, or phrases such as tell me about or what do you think about. By using open-ended questions, you will receive an explanation rather than a one-word response. Along with asking open-ended questions, try using behavioral questions. They can help you receive information about what a candidate has done or will do. These questions will give you insight as to how a potential employee will react and handle certain situations. For example, you could ask a candidate to describe a time when they took the initiative to solve a problem in their workplace. You could also give them a scenario in which they must explain how they would handle the described situation. Look for these tips in the interview. Hi, my name is Alexandra Schupp, and I will be doing your interview today. Were you able to find my office easily?
Hi, my name is Allie Robinson. Yeah, your office is pretty easy to find.
Okay, great. Let's get started. So, tell me about your last job. What were your responsibilities?
Well, my last job I worked at a gym. I worked in the front desk, checking people in and taking care of their accounts. I also had to answer the phone and direct callers to the right department. I signed members up for workout classes when they called in or they came in requesting to take a class. If a member had trouble with their account or had a balance due, I had to help figure out what the problem was. Protein shakes were a huge seller, so making shakes was another job of mine. There were times when I had to do all of this at once.
Give me an example of when you went beyond the call of duty at a past job or event.
I ended up having to take another person's 7-hour shift on top of my own 7-hour shift, back to back.
How would you describe your work style?
I would say my work style is fast-paced and efficient. I make sure my work is accurate and I pay close attention to detail.
What do you think this job involves? What attracted you to this sort of job?
I believe this job involves taking a company's information and filing it electronically on a computer or physically filing it. I would think it also involves inputting data in correct categories and making sure it's done accurately. What attracted me to this job is that it's a quiet, fast-paced job that has to be done efficiently. That's the type of work that I like to do.
Are you able to sit for long periods of time and do repetitive work?
Yes.
Tell me about a time when you had to do this.
Working at the gym, the mid-shift during the afternoon was often slow when people were either at work or school, and I had to sit and do homework or other tasks my manager may have given me.
How well do you prioritize tasks?
I get the things done first that need to get done.
Describe to me a situation where you had to organize something.
At my current job, I have to keep clothes organized and in the right spot, and keep the cash register area clear and tidy. The stockroom has to be kept neat and orderly as well.
Why do you want to leave your current job?
Well, I'm more of a behind-the-scenes kind of person. I would rather sit in a quiet area and do work rather than run around like a crazy person trying to help 15 other people at once.
What kind of events stress you out on the job?
Events that stress me on the job would be thinking I'm not going to get everything done on my task list before the end of my day.
What will you bring to this job?
I will bring efficiency, accuracy, and attention to detail to this position.
Okay, what knowledge do you have with computer programs such as Word and Excel?
I have the bare basic knowledge with computer programs. I never had to really do anything extensive with them.
Okay, that's fine. We do offer an extensive training with the computer programs. Is that something that you would need or be interested in?
Yeah, I think I'd be interested in your extensive training programs. I believe it would help me do the job faster, knowing where things are and exactly how to use the program.
How well do you think you'll be able to succeed in this sort of job?
I think I will be able to succeed in this job because this is the sort of work that I do best at. I enjoy repetitive tasks.
Okay, our company outsources to other companies at their locations. This means that employees do travel and or relocate. Would you be willing to do that for this job?
I wouldn't mind traveling or relocating for this job. I like a change of atmosphere every month or so.
Okay. Are there any questions you have for me?
No, not at this time.
Okay, great. I think that's all the information I need right now. I will be in contact with you in the next few days. Is there a certain phone number that's better to reach you at, or is the one on the application fine?
No, the one on the application is fine to use.
Okay, I will be talking to you soon. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your time.
As you can see, preparing some questions beforehand made the interview run smoothly. No irrelevant questions were asked, so the answers to this interview can be easily compared to other candidates. Our interviewer also remained flexible. She was able to ask similar questions if the answer did not have enough information. To do this, she asked open-ended questions. Remember when our interviewee was asked if she could sit for long periods of time? She had simply answered yes. She answered the question, but didn't provide any additional information. Our interviewer used an open-ended question to receive more information. By doing this, she was able to figure out how the potential employee would handle the situation of sitting for long periods of time and doing repetitive work. Some behavioral questions were also asked. They were describing a time where the interviewee went above the call of duty and when she had to organize something. By asking these questions, our interviewer was able to gain insight as to how the potential employee would act. If asked to take on an extra shift, she may say yes because she has done it before. If asked to organize something, she would feel confident because she has performed the task of organizing before. This would encourage a supervisor or a manager to give her the tasks because they can trust her to do them efficiently. By using these tips, you can make your interviews run smoothly. I hope these tips work for you and help you become a better interviewer.